Yes, you can ask me, why can I do live scans instead of ink cards? Well, yes, you can if a person needs live scan. But if I'm applying for a different license in a different state, in most cases, they're going to ask me to submit my fingerprints on ink cards called an FD258 ink card and send it to the requesting agency. Now, that's a hidden market out there. And there's a little buzz time being created right now by ink card fingerprinting or mobile fingerprinting or fingerprinting business, whatever the case may be. But strongly consider doing ink card fingerprinting. I know folks are hearing live scan, but ink cards behind the scenes. There's a great demand for ink card fingerprinting. And here's just a few industries I'm going to share with you. I already gave you one already, but here's another one for you. Immigration services. A lot of folks who are trying to get their legal status in the United States need a background check. This background check can be done more than one way. The most typical way, if the person has a law firm they're working with or immigration consultant services, they request them to get a background check done via the state and most of the time federal level background checks. That means is if the person resides in a different state, they can get fingerprinted on ink cards, mail those fingerprints to another state where they reside in to get a background check, or if it's for like an FBI report, they can mail the fingerprints to the FBI and get an FBI background check. The attorneys can review this information, that way they know what they have in front of them should be the same thing the government have in front of them too. So immigration services is a big niche out there that's looking for ink card fingerprinting. Now, if you folks are immigration service or immigration consultant, you might want to look into offering fingerprinting services for your clients also. Because this is what happens. If I'm a law firm, immigration consultant, or immigration attorney law firm, and let's send my clients off-site to get fingerprint, and just my case, they might Google immigration fingerprinting and find a location near them to go to for ink card fingerprinting. Now, while they're there getting the fingerprinted, that might be immigration service. It might be immigration law firm also. And they can do what they can to get the client to work with them instead. I've seen it happen all the time. So folks, if you are immigration services, you might consider also offering ink card fingerprinting and get your staff properly trained. We have a great training program, by the way, for ink card fingerprinting. Okay then. I mentioned FBI report. It has a whole different names for FBI background check. A rap sheet, a background check, a criminal record, identity history summary check, personal record review. I could go on and on and on. Different names used for FBI report. And this is one of them right here. It's a big need for ink card fingerprinting. Heck, go to their website, tell you to take them a while, get the stuff processed. If you can mail them the ink cards for them for their own personal record review from the FBI. And I just shared with you also out-of-state applicants. For example, we mentioned nurses. Now, there's other agencies out there that need LiveScan and ink cards too. If I live in California and I need my license in Texas to be a lawyer or even an insurance agent, I need to travel to Texas, do a live scan in most cases, or I can find a place near me to get fingerprinted on ink cards, 1 or 2 ink cards in most cases, and send in these ink cards into the requesting agency, out-of-state requesting agency. So I need to find a place near me to get fingerprinted on if I can mail on the fingerprints myself to the out-of-state agency. So I know this is old school, like I said before, but the money is the same color. And let me remind you, some folks might do 5 of these ink cards. This is 3 right here to get 1 of these. Some folks might do 3 of these ink cards to get 1 of these. Some folks who take our training programs to the association might do 2 ink cards and get 1 of these here. You figure it out. You figure out. And if you're a notary, think about it. If you're a notary in California, your fee to do 1 signature, like acknowledgement, is $15. And it might take you 10 to 15 minutes. I've been a notary since 1994, 20 plus years in the industry. I'm quite sure there's a big difference in getting paid $15 for the same time. If I could do 2 of these here in California and get 1 of these. Okay then, I need to do at least 7, 8, 9 6 to 7, 8, 9, whatever case may be, at $15 per time, X amount of dollars, X amount of acknowledgements to get one of these. Okay then? It's not worth it to me sometimes to spend 10 minutes of work for $15, or in your state might be $5 or $10, a couple of bucks, depending on what state that you're in. Or I could do one of these here instead. Even though it's old school, I almost double or triple or quadruple my income for doing one ink card. Okay then? So think about it. If the state's paying you $5 per signature, that's 20 signatures you got to do to get one of these here. I ain't talking travel notary, nothing like that. They come into your office throughout the day. If they're paying you $10 per signature and they come into your office, for example, you gotta do 10 notaries to get one of these if they're paying you $10. We could do one of these right here, or two of these right here, and get one of these. There you go. Like I said, old school ink cards, but the money's green. New school money. Just want to keep it real here. All right, let's continue on. Another reason why you might want to consider doing ink card fingerprinting is a lot of folks need federal employment, or they may have federal contracts. In most cases, they get fingerprinted ink card. Now, it might not be the FD258 ink card, it might be the SF87. That's something very similar to the FD258 ink card, it's just a different name, a little bit different fields on top to fill out. And that was the Office of Personnel Management for the SF87. But it's similar to an ink card, and sometimes those government entities might accept the FD258 ink card as a substitute for the SF87. Let me put this down the screen real fast, what I'm talking about here. So it's talking about FD258 and SF87 here. All right. And this is what I'm referring to right here, okay? These are two popular ink cards in the United States where people may come to you for ink card fingerprinting. Now, there's a few more out there, quite a few out there here in the United States from different entities here in the United States, different government entities here in the United States, but these are two most popular ones you're going to come across for ink card fingerprinting, FD258 and also the SF87. And the SF87, like I shared with you folks, goes back mainly towards federal contracts and federal employments.